2015 build Holden Commodore SV6 Ute, approximately 47,000 k's on the clock. This particular car has had an unfortunate experience with another detailer, and it has been brought to me to correct a lot of those mistakes. So we'll do a walk around, and you can already pretty much see what I'm talking about here. These are the dangers of using an inexperienced or just simply poor detailer. You can see the buffer trailing in the paintwork, which is basically all over the car, and you can see, continue on, black obviously showing up, this sort of stuff much more than any other colour. This is the danger of cheaper details, unfortunately, and the unfortunate thing is that you don't always know, and this particular industry is it's quite a difficult learning curve for someone who doesn't really know what the difference between dollars-wise between paying for an average detail versus a decent detail. And so this owner came to me somewhat disappointed and distraught after experiencing this, but after we sort of discussed the experience, he went away with a better understanding of I think what it actually takes to achieve a decent end result. So as I've been talking, we can just see the extent of the damage that's been inflicted here. It's fair to say that any condition that the car would have been delivered to this previous detailer in would have been better than the way that it left, even in the tail lights. It's extremely disappointing when you see this sort of thing. Most of this will be able to be fortunately rectified. There are some areas obviously that aren't going to be able to be sorted, particularly around the top here, where you can see a fair bit of damage from the tonneau cover. Things with paint missing and all that sort of stuff. Obviously there's not too much that can be done, but the owner has already spoken to me about that, and he's under no illusions, particularly with regards to this section here. He is perfectly aware that not too much will be able to be done with that. And the paintwork here, however, is a different story altogether. There should be a fairly good result to be able to be achieved out of this, despite what it currently looks like. Oh God, I don't understand how people can actually do this and call it work. I really don't. This is disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful. I don't know how anyone can think that this is a good job. No one can sleep at night knowing that you're producing this sort of work. Nothing's been taped up, so there's polish residue on all the plastics. Again, that'll be a decent job to try and remove, although these pillars don't seem too bad, but you can actually see on the top here a fair bit of stuff there that so we can get rid of. Hopefully those plastics aren't too far gone. These here were previously painted, but I've spoken to the owner that there are sections here that are starting to show through the original chrome. Potentially just prep work there that hasn't been scuffed back before it's been painted, so it's, the adhesion of the black paint is probably not the best. Good Lord. Well, this should be a fairly decent transformation.